Welcome to Trojan News. I'm Chris Lopez.
And I'm Nayseth Bar-Muniz.
Mrs. Kruger, the WHS careers teacher, didn't start as a full-time teacher. Let's go find out more about what she did before becoming a teacher with reporter Heidi Ramirez.
Many students walk past room 100 without really knowing who the teacher is behind the door. That teacher is Mrs. Kruger. She has many different flags from different colleges all over the country because she teaches classes that help you with your future plans. You will never see Mrs. Kruger without a smile on her face. She sees the good things even if it's a bad day. She was an athlete in high school and played the French horn in band.
So we went to a really small school. So if you didn't participate, it would be hard for the school to be able to do things. So I was in volleyball, basketball, track, band, like FACS. We didn't call it FACS back then, but I was in FACS like Mrs. Bentz has. So I did all of those things.
Mrs. Kruger substituted for 16 years all over the district. She has been a full-time teacher for 5 years.
The students, seeing the students' growth and getting to see people learn and understand the subject that I really enjoy. And so that's my favorite part, is the growth, probably. When I first got out of school, I worked in that office position that you had to work at. And so then I did that until I stayed home because I have twin boys. So when I had the boys, then I stayed home with them and my youngest daughter. And then after they were grown up, that's when I started substituting because I didn't want to do anything full-time while they were in school. So then after I went back into classes, I would have probably worked full-time, but all the places that offered full-time were a long drive. And so then I just did long-term substituting so that I didn't have to drive since my kids were young and they were at home.
Mrs. Kruger is the type of teacher that pushes you to find what you want to be in the future. She wants her students to succeed in life after high school. Clearly, Mrs. Kruger is an inspiration to her students through her smile and her teaching. This has been Heidi Ramirez for Trojan News.
Ms. Kruger is a really valuable resource for students who want to get a job or find the right college.
This is Mrs. Loy's 13th year teaching orchestra here at Worthington High School. Reporter Nayseth Bar-Muniz covers her story.
The bright red wall isn't the only vibrant thing in the orchestra room. Another bright light in the room is Mrs. Loy. Miss Loy has been directing and teaching for 12 years. This will be her 13th year in Worthington. During this time, she has helped the students find success in themselves.
Miss Loy grew up in a family of 7, and she has 5 siblings. Out of the 5, she's the youngest and the only one who got involved in music.
I was the first one that was really studying music. My dad actually, he always wanted to study music, and he actually played trombone like in high school and college before he went into World War II. And then it was always his wish to do more in music. My mom did play some piano, and that we always sang in church choir or something like that. So I was around music a lot, but I was the first one in my family that really studied it a lot. I'm one of 5 children. My parents are no longer living, and my oldest sister died too in May. So I've lost one sister already. I have a total of 3 sisters and a brother.
Been continuing her passion for music since 5th grade. However, she didn't always know she wanted a career in music. Miss Loy had always wanted to be a teacher, but she was still indecisive of her decisions when it came to picking a subject.
I was thinking about being a math teacher or a language teacher, but orchestra was always something I loved doing, and decided that was what I was going to teach.
She finally chose music and was up to the challenge. During her 12 years at Worthington schools, she has divided her time between Perry, middle school, and high school. Now she does 4th grade in Perry, helps out in 6th grade at middle school, and 9th through 12th in high school. Each year, she directs and prepares for several concerts and contests.
My goals are always to prepare great music for our concerts. We have a concert coming up in November. And then after that, we will get ready for our January large group contest concert. And then after that, we'll get ready for solo ensemble contest in about the March, April time. And then our final spring concert at the end of the year will feature all the 4th through 12th grade orchestra students at our all-school concert.
In addition to her normal school day, she also does lessons after school hours. As you can see, Miss Loy is dedicated to the orchestra program, and we of many are thankful for her hard work.
Miss Loy has made such an impact with her hard work, dedication, and effort in the orchestra program. This is only the start of her chapter and ours here in the Willington Public School District. This has been Nisad Abar-Muniz for Trojan News.
I didn't know Mrs. Loy has taught at 3 different schools. Did you?
Yeah, I do. She's been my teacher for 6 years now.
Thank you for watching this edition of Trojan News. Have a great day. We'll see you next time, Trojans.